In 2011, the Australian Ballet is stepping out. We start off the year with Madame Butterfly. It's a ballet that completely devastates the audience with that tragic story. There's always that moment of silence because people are actually collecting their thoughts, and then the applause comes. That's the sign of a ballet that really takes you on a very emotional journey. British Liaisons is really like a journey through almost 100 years of British ballet, starting off with Dame Ninette de Valois and her great work Checkmate.
It's a very stylised evocation of a chess game, and it's really quite menacing.
Fast forward 30 years to Sir Kenneth Macmillan's glorious concerto, very pared back exploration of beautiful dancing. And then the next generation after that, wonderful British choreographers who are working in the world today, like Christopher Wheeldon.
After the Rain, it ends with this beautifully calm, serene pas de deux that's like nothing else I've seen before.
Body Talk is really about discovering new talent, both in the dancers and the choreographers. This year it's all about their inspiration, what makes choreographers want to create work. Ballet can be sexy and risk-taking and alive, and it can be achingly beautiful.
It's a big, sumptuous, family-friendly sort of knees-up, incredibly beautiful, and we have the perfect dancers for the Merry Widow.
It's just one of those beautifully romantic and opulent ballets that I've watched as a young girl and always dreamed of performing.
One of the most beautiful programs that we're going to put together of two of Stephen Baines's masterpieces.
Beyond Bach was for me a tribute to classical ballet. It's half an hour of the most joyous, abandoned dancing.
Requiem is about the journey through death and about not being fearful of it. Partnering with the Victorian Opera to do the Fauré's Requiem.
So there's a tranquility that I've tried to get across in the movement, a serene sort of grace.
And finally, the big premiere for the year.
There's been a lot of rumours.
Well, I have the great pleasure of doing Romeo and Juliet, one of the most loved stories of all time. My favourite designers are involved. Akira Isagawa, who's doing the costume, and Gerard Mannion, who's doing the set design.
This is my first time to work with Australian Ballet. I don't think actually I could explain too much of it because the journey just begun.
Conducting there is always works that are completely spine-tingling.
I think that sometimes along the way Romeo and Juliet often gets over-romanticised, and we must remember it is a tragedy. There's a darkness about this work, but of course there has to be, wherever there's dark, there are explosions of light and colour.
This is going to be the most important work for, a very long time. In 2011, we're presenting some of the greatest works we've ever produced, performed by the greatest team of artists in the world.